In the Day 2 folder on Teams, we've included a resource from Beverly Weiser and Patricia Meths entitled Using Encoding Instruction to Improve the Reading and Spelling Performance of Elementary Students at Risk for Literacy Difficulties, a Best Evidence Synthesis. Ooh, very long title. We have chosen to share it with you, and we're just going to share a few key points from this study. So it states that when students receive direct spelling instruction, they outperform their peers who are not receiving explicit phonics instruction. Phonemic awareness. By including spelling instruction, you are strengthening their phonemic awareness skills. During spelling, students are identifying each sound in a word they are being asked to write. And this is one of the 5 components of reading instruction that the National Reading Panel suggests we include in reading instruction. Spelling. Students improve their spelling by directly learning these skills in isolation. Students are better able to recognize when words are spelled correctly and have knowledge to help themselves correct misspelled words. Decoding and reading fluency. Students learn to process larger chunks or parts of words when you are spelling them. For example, they are writing root words and then adding suffixes and identifying syllable types. Practicing this builds students' automaticity when they see these words in their reading. Comprehension. Students build an understanding of how words are put together, which not only improves their fluency, but also expands their vocabulary, especially when adding prefixes and suffixes. This all leads to strengthening comprehension. And original writing. When students are strong spellers, they're more easily to put their ideas down on paper rather than struggling with trying to figure out how to spell the words they want to say. And many of you noticed this as we looked at some of the samples of student work, how the writing samples actually increased in length, increased in detail after handwriting instruction. So it's the same with spelling instruction. Once spelling and handwriting become more automatic, students have a much easier time writing their thoughts down on paper, right? They'll write humongous instead of, being like, oh, I don't know how to humongous, I'll just write big. So all of these components are strengthened through the direct instruction of spelling. All right, so why teach spelling? We have some quotes from this study that we shared with you all. So there's support for using encoding instruction to increase the literacy performances of at-risk primary grade students and older students with learning disabilities. There's also evidence to support the transfer effects of this early encoding instruction on later reading, writing, and spelling. Their conclusion was that the facilitative role encoding and spelling instruction play in the early reading development has not been leveraged in most reading curriculums. Spelling in the early grades is usually treated as a separate subject, unrelated to reading curriculums, with little attention given to the structure of how words work beyond memorization of a common pattern found in words in a weekly word list. Spelling is a critical tool for teaching reading and an essential element of a multisensory program. Unfortunately, spelling instruction rarely makes any linkage to decoding skills. It appears necessary to include direct and explicit encoding instruction with decoding instruction.
Thank you for watching. For more information on upcoming courses and workshops, please visit our website at thewindwardschool.org/WI.